What's going on, guys? Liquid here, bringing you another episode of the Bournemouth Career Mode. In this episode, we are playing in the preseason tournament finals up against Cagliari, who was in the group division with us. Well, I guess you called it a group division. I had a lot of fun playing this game. There is only one game in this episode. I don't know when the BPO will start. It will start more than likely in episode 3, as at the end of this episode, we're only a week away from the start of the BPL. There are some signings in this game too, but to get it started here, the first chance of fall here to Cagliari is they whip it into the box, and he probably should have finished at the striker for Cagliari. And then the next chance of fall here to Cagliari as well. But it is a beautiful pass there, but it was right into the arms of Arthur Borch. And then the next chance would fall right to us off the corner from Matt Ritchie, but unfortunately to no avail. And on the counterattack, Cagliari would whip it into the box. He play a nice chip over, and then the half volley from the Cagliari player. As you can see down the bottom right, the voice recognition is on. I will have that off. I gotta turn that off so I can get the name of the players and kind of call it out like the plays. But we go down 1-0 semi-early in the first half, about halfway through the first half. And at the final of the first half, it is a shot by Christian Atsu, but it is right into the arms of the Cagliari keeper. So that would be, there are the halftime stats, that would be the last chance of this half. But right off a kickoff, I run down here with play it back over towards Richie. Richie plays it back over towards Francis, the older right back, and Francis is actually going to take a crack at it here. And it is a great shot, but then to finish off the mess, it is Gradel, the left midfielder, just coming over from Saint Etienne. He makes it 1-1 for Bournemouth. 1-1. Not for Bournemouth. 1-1 overall score. It is a beautiful shot by Francis, and it is a tidy finish by Gradel to finish it off. I'm not really used to commentating over these videos, kind of used to doing it live. But as you can see here, Callum Wilson running down the left-hand side, and the keeper got a piece of it. But Callum Wilson, our ace of a striker, makes it 2-1 for Bournemouth. And as you will see here on the replay, the keeper gets a pretty big chunk of this ball. He probably should have saved it. If Callum Wilson didn't score it, it was probably going to be a penalty. As you can see there, the defender had the shirt of Callum Wilson. But he makes it 2-1. And there was a over-the-top ball for Bournemouth there. Trying to make it 3-1. But Cagliari come back on the counterattack late in the second half. There wasn't a whole lot in the second half to record. It was a pretty bland second half, not gonna lie. It really was. But off of the Bournemouth throw in, Arthur picks up, he plays it towards the new man, Tielemans. He plays it over towards Tyrone Mings, our young left back. Tielemans gets it back from Mings, tries to play it over to Callum Wilson, and that for surely would have made it 3-1. And as it enters the 90th minute here, Gradel putting on the pressure, making sure that Cagliari can't get back up the field. They kind of just air it up there. Tielemans gets a hold of it. He's gonna fight and fight, and that would be the end of the final of the European International Cup, as we win it 2-1, defeating Cagliari in the final. It was a great tournament. We got some pretty decent money out of it. I believe we got around 5.7 million for it. So, and there are the lads celebrating the victory. It's great to get a cup win, your first tournament. Of course, we're not in any European competition this year. We might make the Europa League. That's what I'm kind of aiming for this year. But here is our first training drill. I believe in this drill, we have Tielemans has 3 and Callum Wilson has 2. It wasn't necessarily the best training, 2Bs and 3Ds, not too bad. But we also do put in a bid for the Chelsea midfielder Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the young lad from England. He's definitely not a part of Chelsea's starting squad, so I said, you know what, I'll probably be able to get him for under $1 million, hopefully. He'd be a great player. He has pretty good potential. I believe he has 82 or 83 potential, and with the training, you definitely get him up to 85, 86 overall. And also putting a bid for Nato Manua, the QPR center back, very pacey, very strong. QPR got relegated back down to the championship. We needed a center back. We needed another center back. It was a absolutely necessity. So we offered a $5 million bid for him, and as you can see here, some of the contracts were declined, and we also get an offer for our striker, Ranty. I don't even want to know how you say his first name. So we come back a counter offer of $1 million, and I see there Ryan Gould and Julian Brandt both declined the contracts. So I was like, I kind of want Gould more. Ryan Gould, I kind of want him more. He's younger. Oh no, he's not younger. They're the same age, but a Cam was kind of a necessity almost, just because Atsu was only on loan, and Tielemans I kind of wanted to play center mid, just because it was medium work rate, so kind of just float around the midfield, or you can play anywhere. And then Julian Brandt also wants a bit more money, and he doesn't really want to relocate, so that was kind of a pain. So we sim ahead here, and as you see there's Sylvain Distin contemplating whether or not he will play in their season after this. They just got him for nothing. I don't know if they got him on a free transfer in real life or what, but he still has pretty good stamina for a older type of center back. But yeah, and I didn't see there Chelsea also accepted the Ruben Loftus-Cheek deal for $900,000, and QPR and Julian Brandt declined both of their offers. The QPR, they said that they wanted around $8 million. So I said, I got a bit too many midfielders. Gosling, I mean, he's 25 years old. He'll be a nice little player for QPR. And I also throw in $6 million for Nato Manua, the 28-year-old English center back. And I kind of like to sign, say if I'm doing it like Bournemouth's an English team, I kind of like to sign English players. And Bolton also come back with a $825,000 bid for Ranty. I accepted it. He's a fifth-string striker. Might as well get the contract off of our hands. And you see that Ryan Gould accepts the contract, and we sign the young Scottish lad up as he can play alongside of Matt Ritchie. And also you can see that Ruben Loftus-Cheek also accepts his deal. So two great young players that can both play in the midfield. And here is another training drill. I threw Gold in. Who else? Loftus-Cheek is also in there. So there's two Wilson, one for Tielemans, one for Loftus-Cheek, and one for Gould. And I kind of wish that they stay after a week, because you do have to reset it every time, put every player back in what drill you want to do every single time. So as you can see there, QPR accepted the offer for Nato Manua, and Julian Brandt once again declined his contract offer to come and join us at the English side in Bournemouth. I can't really blame him. I mean, who'd want to come to Bournemouth when you got Leverkusen? No hate on Bournemouth at all, but I was happy that Nato Manua, the transfer offer for Nato Manua was accepted. He wanted $90,000 a week, and if we didn't add in Gosling there, we probably wouldn't have had enough wages to pay him. As you can see there, Manchester City are picked to win the league, and we are picked to finish 20th. So I mean, that's pretty bad. We are picked to finish 20th. I believe this was the player to watch for us. Now you see there, Nato Manua accepts the contract, and so does Julian Brandt. I had to make a decision right here, right now. Who was I going to sign? I went with Nato Manua, just because I feel like Anua, I need him. I need another center back. Just when it comes down to, say, January and when the games really matter, I need another center back. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, feedback is important. In the next episode, we might be finishing off the transfer window, and we will be starting on some of the BPL games. As we take a look here in the calendar, to start it off, we have Aston Villa, and then we got Liverpool, West Ham, and Leicester. So thank you guys for watching.